Okay, so we have our web page. What this is using, by the way, just to point out a few things before we go any further, is first of all we can see here we have jQuery and we have Bootstrap. The beauty is we don't have to download anything to use Bootstrap. You must have jQuery available, you must have the Bootstrap, and you can go and download these and put them in the local directory with your web page, and then when you upload it to your server, have those there. But as you can see, we can actually load them from the web. This could potentially means it runs a tiny little bit slower, and I say potentially. There's no real kind of major difference. In fact, I think using this way is much better. We are specifically using a particular version, as you can see here. There are other ways of accessing it, again, the latest version. However, if you're building a web page based on a particular version of jQuery or Bootstrap, then we need to specify that. And sometimes downloading it and keeping it local to your web page is better, because you know it's not going to change. The other few things to note before we go any further is just the items that have all these different class names. Within Bootstrap, we are using their own CSS files. You could, in theory, use your own and do a little bit of a change here and there. You know, there's no reason why you can't load in your own theme, CSS, like we did with the previous web page. But in this case, they are actually pre-filled out, and you're using the ones that come with it. There's a few things we can enter as we do. So say I'm the author, for example. We can change the title here to be like the previous web page, for example. Just do it. And a few other things you can enter. You can go and search out some of these things yourself. Viewport's a good one that we didn't use. It's really specifying the viewable content of your web page. We could have used it in the previous web page. We don't need to. Here it's a good thing to have, because obviously, because we're making it a mobile responsive website, we need to specify that the viewport is the device width. So the device width would be the device width of a PC monitor that I'm looking at now, a mobile phone, or a tablet. You know, this is just saying use the entire displayable width of that item. There are some other things here. These class names. These class names are very specific to the Bootstrap. They specify to the Bootstrap library a particular meaning, so that when we have the reduction in size, it knows what to do. It's reactive to these names. So these names are required, and you don't change them because they are specific. For example, navbar header, very specific. This one actually has two classes here. You can see collapse and navbar collapse. That's because obviously we have the collapse for the website, but also the navbar collapse when we're doing a reduction of this in size. Same here, nav and navbar. So we're not going to change any of those. The only other one I am going to change, and this is purely because I like to use this specific one, but inside this container here, just within this one here, we're going to use, or we're going to add a new div class. Notice it's doing the indentation now, which it didn't do from the skeleton. I'm not quite sure why the skeleton doesn't do that, but maybe it's just not set to. And I'm going to make this one called Jumbotron. Now, if you're wondering what that is, then please do go and check it out. There's a slash div in there. What it is kind of a pre-definition, pre-styling. There are a number of different styles you can use within Bootstrap. Jumbotron is just the one we're going to use here, and it's one I like using, but go and check it out. If you do a Google search on Jumbotron, you're certain to find all the other ones that are available. So that's all the change we're going to make in this lecture. What we're going to do in the next one is start adding more content.